Hi, I'm Jaimie Gatchell, and welcome to junior kindergarten, the best place on earth, because that's what we call it. The greatest part of JK is that the kids' brains are very pliable, so they're kind of like a fresh can of Play-Doh. And when I get them in my classroom, we can learn just about anything as long as it's developmentally appropriate. One of the things that many parents who come on tour ask me is, how can I prepare my child to come to junior kindergarten at the King's Academy? So you're probably going to be surprised, but I'm going to say do fun stuff like roll Play-Doh, finger paint, cut and paste things, sort Fruit Loops, play in the sandbox, run around, skip, gallop, do all kinds of fun things that really aren't school related, because what we're finding is we're kind of worrying about the academics before we've actually given them the brain function foundation that they need. And then we wonder why they're having a hard time with academics. In JK, we give them like a foundational stone for doing school well. So our focus really is learning to be part of a classroom, learning to listen and obey, follow multi-step directions. And then once they can do all of that, then the academics come, because they're not worried about anything else. They can follow the direction, they can sit in their chair, they can pack and unpack, they can walk in the line quietly, they can sit at the lunch table and eat their lunch. So if they can do all of those things well, then the academics is really the only thing that's different from JK to K. Those little things are the things that really set them up to be successful in school, more so than whether they know their shapes and their letters and their sounds and all of those things, because that stuff will come. One of the greatest privileges you have when you teach in a Christian school is being able to share the love of Jesus freely, and to be able to talk to the kids about it, to be able to minister to them, to pray with them if they're struggling with something. Maybe their mom's sick, or maybe their dog is sick, and you just never know. And so the great thing about being at a school like King's is your child is also being fed spiritually. We do a weekly Bible verse, we talk about a Bible story that goes with the verse, we talk about God's Word, we say the pledge to the Bible, and when we do that, we always say, and what do we know about the Bible? The Bible is God's holy word, and everything in the Bible is true, and we talk about that, and we repeat that over and over, because one of the things that I feel is super important for me is to establish a biblical worldview with the kids that I have in that classroom. So when we're talking about the safari, we're not just talking about the cool animals, but why do you think God created them that way? So everything that we do, we try to bring God, especially at this age, God the Creator is the easiest thing for them to really understand. I really want them to understand the awesomeness of God, but at the same time, the amazing gift He gave us in Jesus, and that Jesus listens to what we say. Even the creator of the world, and the giraffe and the elephant and the rhino and the butterfly, they care enough about you that they listen to what you say. I want them to walk away feeling secure in God's love. That would be the first thing. Number two, I want them to look at life from a biblical worldview. And if I can start to establish that at age 4 and 5, hopefully by the time they're 16, it will be part of who they are. It'll be part of their fabric, and it won't even be something they have to think about. The connections will be there automatically. So that's kind of what my goal is. I want them to walk out of here happy, feeling like they've succeeded, they've had fun, they've built relationships, and most of all, you want them to walk out of here feeling like they're loved and they're secure, and that their teachers would do anything for them. You know, we know the trust that you put in us when you give us your 4 or 5-year-old. It's a lot. And please don't ever think that we take that lightly, because we don't.